Chris, Dave, our partners, and I all rode down to the service in Chris's Toyota. The toughest part was walking in, and on the pews was a picture of Kurt, the photo of when he was a boy, with the dates of his birth and passing on it. It's almost like you black out at that point. You can see your shoes, and that's about it. We walked over to our seats and sat down. Lanegan was sitting behind me, and he had his head down, and I started sobbing. I don't think I stopped until it was over. I was quiet, almost frozen, but I couldn't stop. I looked over across the aisle from me, and there was a man who was hunched down in the same position and crying. I realized it was Kurt's dad. The real sadness wasn't Kurt Cobain committing suicide, because he never did. The real sadness is that he was murdered. What really hurts is the mental image we're left with, especially after reading Mark Lanegan's autobiography and the autobiography of Nirvana and seeing him at Kurt's funeral. His body language says everything. I cried reading that, and I probably still will. It isn't a fake suicide story that's sad, it's the truth. The hardest part of all of this is, Kurt wasn't able to protect his daughter here in the third dimension because his life was taken. Greedy people wanted his money more than his company, more than his friendship, and more than his humanity. Psychological pressure can turn into forced restraint or overpowering. This often begins with intimidation, manipulation, or repeated demands meant to wear someone down mentally. When a person resists, the pressure can escalate quickly, from verbal control to physical dominance. In those moments, the individual may feel trapped, confused, or overwhelmed, especially if they are outnumbered or isolated. Fear and shock can cause the body to freeze or shut down, making resistance difficult or impossible. What looks sudden from the outside is often the result of escalating coercion behind closed doors, where control replaces consent and power replaces choice. Example of psychological pressure escalating into violence. A person is isolated with a small group who keep insisting they comply with certain demands. The pressure starts verbally, repeated arguments, guilt, threats, and being told that they have no other options. When the person refuses and tries to disengage, the group becomes aggressive. One person blocks the exit while another uses intimidation to assert control. The situation escalates quickly. The individual is overpowered, restrained, and silenced. Fear, shock, and confusion take over, and the person's ability to resist collapses. What began as psychological coercion turns into physical domination, not because of consent or choice, but because control is forcibly taken.
A little known fact about that one is that I was in the same rehab as Courtney Love. I know where she was when the murder occurred.
I believe that Courtney Love and Michael DeWitt and possibly 2 or 3 other persons conspired and plotted and eventually succeeded in killing Kurt.